Welcome back to TechChi, the place where we explore how emerging technology is shaping the future of everything around us. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been with us for a while, you already know we don't just scratch the surface, we dive deep. Today's episode is all about education, but not the kind you're used to. We're talking about the transformation of learning itself, powered by artificial intelligence. It's called AI in Education, Teaching the Future, and it's one of the most profound shifts we've ever seen in how human beings teach, learn, and grow. We're going to break down what's already happening, where the future is heading, and what it means for teachers, students, parents, and policymakers alike. Whether you're a student looking for better ways to learn, a teacher trying to adapt to new tools, or just curious about how tech is reshaping knowledge, this one's for you. Let's start by understanding the reality of our global education system today. Because before we can talk about how AI can help, we need to be honest about what's broken. Across the world, millions of classrooms are overcrowded. Teachers are overburdened with administrative tasks, students are often disengaged, and curriculums can be decades out of date. In many regions, especially rural or under-resourced areas, students don't even have access to trained educators or basic school infrastructure. On top of that, we've been using a one-size-fits-all model for over a century. The system assumes that every child learns the same way, at the same pace, with the same methods, which we now know simply isn't true. Even in more developed countries, student mental health issues, learning disabilities, language barriers, and socioeconomic gaps create uneven educational experiences. The pandemic only accelerated these problems, exposing just how fragile and unequal the system really is. The truth is, while passionate teachers are doing their best, the system they operate in is overwhelmed. And that's where AI is stepping in, not as a replacement, but as a support structure that could revolutionize how we deliver education. So, what does AI in education actually look like? This isn't about robots walking into classrooms or replacing teachers with machines. It's about using the power of data, pattern recognition, and adaptive algorithms to enhance every part of the learning process. AI in education uses tools like natural language processing to understand and respond to student queries, machine learning to analyze student behavior over time, and predictive analytics to forecast performance, engagement, and learning outcomes. A good example is an AI platform that notices a student consistently struggles with fractions. Instead of waiting for the teacher to pick up on it during a busy class, the AI adjusts the lessons, offers extra practice, and provides targeted feedback in real time, all without judgment. It's also about enabling access. AI systems can translate content into multiple languages instantly, transcribe lectures for deaf or hard of hearing students, and create voice interactions for visually impaired learners. In other words, AI is helping to build a more inclusive, more adaptive education system. But the most important thing to remember is this: AI isn't here to take over education. It's here to make education more human by giving teachers the tools they need to truly connect with each learner. Personalized learning has been a dream for educators for decades. But without technology, it's nearly impossible to implement at scale. No teacher, no matter how talented, can create 30 different lesson plans for 30 students every day. That's where AI changes everything. By continuously analyzing how each student interacts with content, how long they spend on questions, where they hesitate, what types of media they prefer, AI systems can build highly customized learning paths. And this isn't just theory. Let's say a 12-year-old student learns best through interactive visuals but struggles with long text passages. The AI picks up on that pattern and shifts future lessons toward infographics, video content, and short text summaries. As the student improves, the system adjusts again, ensuring constant engagement without frustration. In China, platforms like Squirrel AI are already using this model in real-world classrooms. Their AI doesn't just personalize the pace, it determines the best way to teach a concept based on the learner's cognitive profile. The outcome? Students stay motivated, they retain more, and they often outperform those in traditional environments. And from a teacher's point of view, it's like having a second brain analyzing each student's needs, giving them insights they could never uncover on their own. One of the biggest benefits AI brings is on-demand learning support, what we call AI tutors. These systems are available 24/7, speak multiple languages, and never get tired of answering the same question 10 times. Let's say a student is studying late at night and doesn't understand a geometry problem. Normally, they'd be stuck until the next class. But with an AI tutor like ChatGPT or Socratic, they can ask the question, get a step-by-step explanation, even see alternative methods based on their learning style. Beyond tutoring, AI is enabling entire virtual classrooms where attendance is tracked automatically, participation is monitored through facial recognition or voice analysis, and AI moderates discussions to keep them on topic and inclusive. In global learning platforms, AI can translate real-time lectures, summarize notes instantly, and flag misconceptions in student answers before they become habits. It's not just a better version of online school. It's a whole new kind of education, one that's always available, always responsive, and always improving based on each student's experience. Now let's talk about the educators, because AI isn't just helping students. In fact, it might be teachers who benefit the most from this shift. Right now, many teachers spend hours every week grading papers, writing lesson plans, emailing parents, and filling out reports. That's time they could be using to actually teach and connect with their students. AI is starting to change that. Tools like GradeScope use machine learning to grade essays and quizzes quickly and fairly. Platforms like Canva for Education plus AI can generate creative teaching materials in seconds. Generative AI tools can suggest differentiated lesson content based on student performance or even create tailored video instructions. And perhaps most importantly, AI gives teachers real-time feedback on how their class is doing. Not just test scores, but engagement levels, emotional trends, and early warning signs for struggling students. Imagine starting your day as a teacher with a dashboard that shows you which students are falling behind, what concepts your class didn't fully grasp yesterday, suggested learning interventions for each group. That's not science fiction. That's happening right now, and it's making teaching not just more efficient, but more impactful. Of course, all this promise doesn't come without problems. One of the biggest concerns is privacy. AI systems collect vast amounts of data, from test scores to facial expressions, and we need to make sure that data is used ethically and securely. Then there's the risk of bias. If AI is trained on flawed data, it could misinterpret students from certain backgrounds or perpetuate stereotypes. For instance, an AI trained mostly on English language data may misjudge non-native speakers or students with different learning styles. There are also concerns about over-reliance. Will students stop thinking critically if AI always gives them the answer? Will teachers become dependent on recommendations from algorithms instead of trusting their intuition? And finally, there's the issue of equity. What if only wealthy schools can afford these advanced AI tools, widening the education gap even more? These are serious questions. The solution lies in strong governance, transparent algorithms, and including educators and parents in the decision-making process, because education should be driven by human values, not just technological capabilities. So where's all this going? Picture a future where AI systems can detect if a student is feeling anxious or bored and adapt the content accordingly. Where immersive VR classrooms powered by AI let students conduct lab experiments on Mars or walk through the human bloodstream in 3D. AI might even help create customized degree paths where students learn exactly what they need for their dream job, combining formal education, self-study, and real-world experience, all guided by intelligent systems that update in real time. Education becomes not just a stage of life, but a lifelong companion, with AI learning with you, guiding you, and helping you grow at every stage of your personal and professional journey. And best of all, this technology could level the playing field. A student in a remote village with a solar-powered tablet could have the same access to quality education as someone in a top-tier private school. That's not just disruption, that's democratization of knowledge. AI is not a future tool, it's here now, and it's already changing how we learn, how we teach, and how we prepare for the world ahead. If we build it with care, intention, and ethics, it has the power to bring truly personalized, accessible, and lifelong education to everyone, everywhere. Thanks for staying with us on this journey into AI in education, teaching the future. If this video sparked some thoughts, inspired you, or gave you new ideas, please consider liking the video and subscribing to TechChi, where we explore deep, thoughtful, and now we want to hear from you. What excites you the most about AI in education? What worries you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we read every one. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and as always, keep questioning the future.